Oh my God, I'm back, and it's the new moon in Sagittarius. And so this month we have two new moons happening December 1st and again December 30th. So the new moon in Sagittarius is feeling good because the zodiac sign Sagittarius is naturally, innately like optimistic. They bounce back pretty quickly, or not quickly, but when they bounce back, they're very optimistic. They're idealistic. I gotta say, most Sagittarius are very courageous, brave, and honest. I know a lot of people are not always ready for their honesty. It takes a while for Sagittarius honesty to come across or be translated in a better light. The more healing work that they do, the better the Sagittarius honesty comes through. They're very adventurous. They're very expansive, and in this season, in the Sagittarius season, it'd be a good idea to incorporate whatever sign you are, those traits of a Sag. It also, this time with the new moon, will ask us to, go within and what's our truth, because Saggies love honesty, love truth, no matter how difficult it is. They want to live in that truth, and this is a time for you who are embodying this new energy and under this new moon to ask yourself, like, what's your truth? How are you connecting to it? How often are you going within and asking yourself certain questions that you can work with? Like, what's your belief system? Also, like, it's a great time to be your own hype person, to be hyperbolic, to like exaggerate and just be your own motivational speaker. You know what I mean? Because Sagittarius have a way of walking into a room and turning it upside down. It's like turning that frown upside down with their energy. There's, of course, like every sign, the shadow side, the dark side of a Sag, and that is very too much. It's just too much. It's just like sit down for a little bit is excessive. It could become overwhelming. It's like, oh my God, does she really think he really think that this is gonna happen in this amount of time? Like, there could be a little bit too much fantasy world, and they need to be grounded. So that's the shadow side of a Sag. What else? What else do I want to talk about with the Sag season, new moon? What we're also in is a Mercury in retrograde, which is going to mid-December. And then we also have Mars, the planet of war, aggression, passion, desires. That's also going into retrograde for about 2 months, I think. From the December 6th to February 2025, it's going retrograde. So that energy will ask us to like slow down. Like, it's okay. Like, let them go. You don't, like, especially when you're driving and, here in Miami, cars just cross every single lane without any kind of warning, signal light, advance, nothing. It's just, and I could see how people get upset, like, dude, like, cause an accident, doing crazy shit like that. But no, in Mars, you kind of just pump the brakes and be like, we're good, just gonna keep going, everyone's safe. Yeah, and that's Mars in retrograde. Pumping the brakes on the aggression, resting, meditating, and just being less defensive. Mars, it's the zodiac sign Aries is the ruling planet. Mars, the Emperor in the tarot deck. So yeah, we'll have a couple months of Mars being in retrograde and asking us all to calm down just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go over all of the elements. I'm going to start with my earth, then I'm going to go into my water, fire, and air. So starting with my earth element, that is my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. let's jump in, and I'm gonna do first my Moonology cards and see what this new moon in Sagittarius has for my Taurus, my Virgos, and Cappies. What's going on for my Taurus, Virgos, and Cappies for this new moon in Sagittarius? I sound like a dealer or something. It's funny, I did a reading and for Taurus, and the same two cards came out. Look at the bigger picture, your hard work is paying off, and step out of your comfort zone. All right, so look at the big picture, your hard work is paying off, and step out of your comfort zone. Earth signs are really hardworking, and I love that this energy is saying that once you, I think there's a big part of you that has figured out what is making earth signs uncomfortable, and with that information, that wisdom, they are looking at the bigger picture of what this work, the struggle, this hardship, this effort is going to pay off, you know, for like all of this work, all of this effort is paying off for what? And it's part of, the big part of it is just like the knowing, the clarity. I feel like a lot of my earth sign has under the Scorpion season that we just finished is about that transformation, is about the tower falling apart, things blowing up, and, you know, hard endings, so that you can look now at a different new chapter of your life. And yeah, wow, I got a lot of information there. Let's just continue digging a little deeper with my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Scorpio season was a huge time of big transformations, and what I feel like the earth signs are just releasing. This is nice. And living more in their heart energy. You know, I just got this, like, I feel like a few of my earth signs are trying to go from their third chakra, you know, all this clarity, all this new information into their heart space to make room for that. Especially with stepping out of the comfort zone. Maybe it's time to just add a little bit more love into the work that has been a struggle, that has been a difficulty, that has been non-stop. I feel like almost that my earth signs haven't gotten a break, but also understand they got to get to the tens, to the end, to the finish line, you know. It's based off of harmony. That's my Six of Cups, which is, you know, the old way of looking at yourself in a new light, like almost like the childlike, the love that, you know, childlike love comes back, the innocence of love comes back, the purity of love, the way, you know, if you remembered it once in your life, you know, just with a new beginning, maybe a new support system. The Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven. Yeah, like you've had to defend and stand up for, you know, decisions that you've made that are life-changing, whether it be with your career, your health, whatever awakening that you guys had during Scorpion season is now asking you to take action on it. you've come to that clarity. You know, whatever you saw can't be unseen, and it has to, like, now you got to continue to build. This is the Earth card, my Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. And put more love into the situation, because I do feel that there's still some sort of like defense, or always having to protect your ideas and your goals and your health and your position. You know, there's always like, you got to stand your ground about how you want to move on to the next chapter of your life, 10, 20 years. All right, so those are my Earth energies. I like it. I feel like there's an old soul happening here I'm picking up that has all of this material and financial, and there's a big completion here, even, you know, physical. And now it's time to like take action, you know, and with love, something, you know, the heart chakra, love is coming up. Step out of your comfort zone. There might be a situation too in your personal relationships where you're not talking to a person that you still love, and you still, you know, don't know how to make it right, even though you've had the clarity. And I guess part of it is, in order for you, you know, I don't know, get the wisdom from someone who's been through a situation like you're dealing with now, to give you a better course on how to go about fulfilling, you know, the big picture. Because again, you know, stay looking at the big picture. That is the full moon in Sagittarius. Your hard work is paying off, and step out of your comfort zone to get to this, like, you know, the emperor, all the kings in one energy, that's mastered his emotions, has mastered his mental, his spiritual. All right, there's my Earth signs. Now I'm going to clear the deck and move on to my water signs, my Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. For this new moon in Sagittarius, here we go. All right. My hair is a hot mess. I keep moving it around, but who cares, right? Water, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What is going on for my water elements, my Cancers, my Scorpios, and my Pisceans? Woo! Your dreams need a practical plan. I didn't even have to shuffle. I just want to go. But oh my God, you guys are... The answers you need are coming. Y'all want to talk? Y'all got something to say? My water signs, shit. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Practical came up twice here for you guys. So whatever you guys are going through, I feel like emotions are high, and y'all need to come down to the planet Earth, which is hard with being in a Sag energy, because Sag is so much fire. And so there must be some fire, time to give rather than take. I don't know, I need to keep looking. The end of a rough or tough cycle approaches, and it's the time to take action. I felt like this card was coming up. I know, I'm sorry, Earth signs, that I didn't pull this many cards, but there was something with the water element that obviously the cards were flying out that I needed more clarity on. And this energy for my water signs, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, is like big time, hard ending, where a lot of healing had to happen. Again, we just got out of that Scorpion season, and it was for many a big shedding of old, releasing anything that was dark energetically, that was holding on, that was low level vibrational energy, it ended. That's the end of a tough cycle. It has ended, or is definitely at the very end of a cycle, 10-year, 20, even 30-year cycle. And now there is a clearing There's still some healing, a lot of healing that I see with balancing the spiritual and the practicality. My water signs are such feelers, you know, they sense, their spidey senses are always on such high alert. So a lot of information that they get be spot on. And you know, the trick with the water signs, especially with I feel like Cancerians, is speaking at the time of that sensing, a knowing, you know. That intuition of a water sign is such a deep knowing about things, and usually on point. The issue is the timing of expressing it and verbalizing those senses, those spidey senses. And now it's asking that, you know, you start to take action on that energy that's like calling you, because yep, the crown chakra is activated here. The 12, the sacrifices, again, financial and material changes, the heart chakra's involved, and you guys see me shuffling. So, yeah, this is deep. Y'all are deep. Choose wisely. I also feel some sort of like, indecision still. It's very strong, but there's an indecisive feeling here. There's just, I think it's part of the new moon in Sagittarius is asking us to connect to our inner truth, right? And so when we take our time to do that, to meditate, to listen, to stay in the silence, to walk alone, to just feel the feels, it can be confusing, right? It can be like, am I overthinking things? And, you know, and the sense of overwhelm starts to take over. But when you get down to understanding your light and your dark, and you take power over that and make action to the things that you know are true within you, how you want to live, how you want to work, who you want to be around, the energies you want to associate with yourself with, you know, there comes a time when the water signs are just like, enough, that's it. I know who my people are, and I know who are not, and there's like a hard end of those who are not with the water element. The withholding, again, my Tower and my my Seven of Swords. You know, and the Seven of Swords doesn't always have to be terrible, even though it depicts a person leaving in the middle of the night with some swords and leaving some behind, like, jeez. Okay. Some of you signs, water signs, are going through a quiet, alone. Like, I just felt like everyone's been shut out. Close family members, refusing to see the support. And I don't even think that it's so, wow. It's based on somebody, some fire sign. Okay, so, or air. I'm getting here that my water signs are going in deep. They're withholding their information because there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done, even though there is it's all based on the foundation, the home, the family, the who's your crew, who are your real peoples. I feel like something happened here with my water signs, that they saw a lot of fakes, and they saw a lot of deceiving and people who just weren't for them after, I don't know, 20-30 years, that they thought, you know, certain people were for them and realized they were not. And now there's just this like silence from my water signs. It's like this, like, damn, I see all you people for who you are, and I just need a moment. I just need to hold on to my seat, close the door, take some breaths, and when I'm ready to come out, I will come out. It's very Cancerian. When I'm ready to come out of my shelf or my shell, I'll slide on over. But there's, wow. Okay, this is a very deep. Y'all are so deep. You're Scorpios and you're Pisceans. That intuition. I think you're asking yourselves, like, now that I know so much, what in the world am I gonna navigate through all of this water? Let's see. Oh, well, I don't want to go any further than that, because the last few cards, the Sun, the Star, and the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this, okay. All right, Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces. Take all the time you need to heal. Like, I think that whatever you went through was justly so. Like, I feel like you fought for what you thought was right. I feel like you held on to your stance, even though it was difficult. Everything fell apart around you, and you probably the last man standing, but you still held your ground. Like, nope, you cannot take advantage of me. You cannot abuse. You cannot fake. You cannot front anymore. I'm done. And then you took a step back to breathe. Understand that even though there's a loss here, there's still 2 cups standing. Even though there's been a lot of drama and battling back and forth with people, you no longer want what has been thrown at the table. You're like, I'm done. Wow. And you're ready to get the money, get the passion, get the love back into your life. And it looks like you will with the 8 of Coins. That's my focus on work card. Justice. You get justice. And there's a winning here. I love her, of course. My Queen of Wands. My fire. This person is beautiful. Has a beautiful spirit. Is fly as hell. Comes with a lot of healing energy. Clears up a lot of confusion. And the Sun, the healing, like, you know, again, my water signs, I'm going to leave it here where I say Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the work that you're doing is absolutely beautiful. I just got a really nice feeling about how much all of this is because of love for everything that you do with your work and with your family. There's so much love that you do put into it, and you feel like you've not been justly served for it. And this is your time to say, everybody back up. And I don't need to tell you why, but I've had enough. Figure it out. And when you come right, or even when I'm ready to hear what I feel is good for me, the water sign, then I'll deal. Until then, nada. Just everyone who's dealing with water signs has to learn patience, because I feel like my water signs are like in some sort of end of healing, but it feels good. It's based on a lot of love, and yeah, the answers you need are coming. All right. Woo! We're gonna move right along to my fire signs. My Aries, my Leos, and my Sagittarius. I love being a Sag. Such a complicated but amazing sign. Anyway, complex, not complicated. I don't know. Here we go. Fire signs. My Aries, my Leos, and my Sag. What is the energy for this new moon in Sagittarius? I'm bringing to my Aries, my Leos, and my Saggies. New moon and Sag, new moon and Sagittarius. What do we got for my new moon and Sagittarius, for my Aries, my Leos, and my Saggies? Oh, that's interesting. The water signs is like, pff, I couldn't even get a shuffle in. Oh, here we go. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Same thing the water just got. A new romantic... Wait, let me read that again. A new romantic cycle begins. Meditate and contemplate. All right. I need more cards. Be bold to make the first move. Oh, damn it. Nothing is set in stone. I like this. I like this. Show the world the real you, and a personal issue reaches resolution. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do feel love. I do feel new romantic beginnings. I do feel a readiness and openness after a lot of work on self-care, self-love, taking time off, being quiet, being still. You know, it's funny because fire signs, you know, are very passionate, you know, and they have a lot of drive and desires, and they go for them, and they're always like, let's go. But I feel like the last few, I want to say months, even years, my fire signs have been a little bit more like, this is my speed. I'm going to be effective and quick when necessary, and when I'm ready and the light is green, everybody get on board. But until then, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to contemplate, I'm going to chill. And when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. What this new moon in Sagittarius season is asking for the fire signs, Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, is to like step up to those ideas. When that idea strikes, make a move, you know, just get up, make a move, whether it's be something that, you know, is out of your comfort zone, you know, especially if it's out of your comfort zone. That means, you know, it's something that you need to do, you know, it's something that you need to face. And then also just to show the world the real you. Like you know, fire signs are so energetic with their wisdom, and they have a lot of that to share with the world. And ooh, nice. I like this. The Three of Cups. Rejoice. There's a party. It could be, oh, happy birthday, Saggies. Rejoice and celebrate. So this card is totally about the party. You know, getting together with friends. I do feel that energy of a lot of people, you know, you being around a lot of people, or being in an environment where it's exciting and fun, and friends are around, and unexpected things happen. Prosperity begins, harmony. Oh shit. And oh god, what a roller coaster. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. Wow. So I feel like the fire signs are going through an energy where they're having it's funny how these two cards came out, the shadow and the light. And I even went through in the beginning of the video, by the way, please like, subscribe, and share. I would really appreciate that, you know how it helps the channel. So I said, being the new moon in Sagittarius, the light side, loving side of Sagittarius is the optimism, it's the courage, it's the honesty, it's the adventurous, it's the abundance, it's like the big dreamer, right? And then the shadow side is like, you're doing too much, girl. This is like overwhelmed. Sit down, have a seat for a little bit, chill. you know, excessive, drinking too much, partying too much. Everything is just too much. That is the shadow side of Sag, and for the fire element, I feel like there's a new beginning that is very, very fun and prosperous, and you know, there's a moving on. There's a real sense of letting go of a lot of shit from the past, and saying, you know, this just is not working. It has never worked, but never have I been so clear that the shit that I've been holding on to in the past is just not working, that we come out of this mental conflict, this back and forth. It's very much like, nope, we're moving on. That person didn't call back. Damn, that's fucked up, but they didn't call. And we just have to move on. You didn't get that job, oh, something else is out there. You know, there's something better out there for me that, you know, aligns with my spirit and my purpose. My friendships haven't been, you know, the way that I would like, and you know, I just don't feel understood or heard. You know, wish everyone well. Don't hang on to old stories about what the person didn't or did do. Just, there's just a real clear that all the work, spiritual connection, you know, whether it be however you want to call it, your God, universe, it's very strong through some really hard shit, some really dark shadow times. Like, all of this spiritual strength came about because of all the hardship that had to be endured. And still, obviously, you know, that's life. We're going to continue to face challenges, especially the way we're entering this world now. It's so it's a whole nother video. But 2025 and going forward, we are entering in a whole new world, a whole new era. AI, name it, empires coming down. It's that 250-year mark. America's collapsing right before our eyes, right? And that's just like a snippet of how I really feel and want to say about it. But with the fire signs, I feel like it's time for us to take the wisdom of the hardship, the past that we've learned, and sit it down, but use it as spiritual strength to bring light to yourself and to others. And whoever cannot be in that light don't need to be there. And it's just fine. And you owe no one an apology. And if anyone from your past doesn't understand, that they don't need to be there then. It's very simple. And it's a lot easier said than done. But when you have gone through some repeated dark shit, you will come to a time when what other people think does not matter really, really hits home. You know, it hits your head and your heart a different way, because fire signs have a way of taking a beating, sitting down, and when they're ready and they feel like they've learned that lesson, to get up and move on, like this card right here, with that wisdom, and never let that shit happen to them again. And when they're ready to walk into a new timeline in their lives, it's because they did so much self-love work that everything else just doesn't matter if it doesn't align with truth to, you know, what their goal and what, you know, they're growing in their life that's new. Then será. So be it, you know what I mean? And you know, the other thing that I love about fire signs is that they're unapologetic for it, you know, and they can come across as stuck up or conceited and all the negatives. And it's not. It's more so like, you know, after all the beatings and all the hardships and all the lessons learned and all the things, justice through hard work, through self-care, through all of that, it's there's nothing you could tell a fire sign that's gonna change their mind about how they want to walk into their future. You know, like I said, they can be self-motivating. So, you know, I am the type of person that will be in front of the mirror and be like, you got this, Lil. or I'll have a whole therapy session in my car driving, you know, just so that I know that I'm going to walk into whatever situation with a right high mind. You know what I mean? And call me crazy, but you got to do what it takes to keep it light and sexy and fun and, you know, strong, but also soft, you know, graceful. It's a beautiful thing to see people who have been hurt and disappointed or deceived or let down and whatever, you know, in the past, love themselves. And you could tell, you could have a conversation with a person and see this person's been through some shit, but they're forgiving, their heart is pure, they're still good, they're authentic, you know, they're yummy to be around, you feel safe, there's a knowing, you know what I mean? Like, I see you. And Sagittarius and fire signs have a really great intuition about those type of people. All right, so I'm gonna move on to my air signs because I just got so deep. All right, clearing the deck. Now on to my air elements, which is my Geminis, my sister, my opposite sign. Love my Geminis, and my Libras and my Aquarius folks. Love those energies. I have an Aquarius rising, so imagine that. Oh, Moonology. Yep. All right. Let's call myself a little wacky. That would be my Aquarius side. A little, I don't know. It's my intellectual side, the Aquarius side, the one that's always going out to like, and it's also Sagittarius, they're philosophers, they're always reading and learning, and like, I love learning new words, and I love sounds of certain words. Expect powerful change. All right, this is for my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians. I have to say, this is going to be, like, according to, like, the air element, what I just got, it's, like, exciting and, you know, innovative, you know, new ideas just popping off and, like, having fun creatively. I just got that energy for my air signs, just, like, really taking the handle on your personality and like how you want to express yourself and how you want to share communication with others. All right, a new romantic cycle begins again, so that's a double confirmation for me because, like I said, I'm an Aquarius rising, so wepa. Conclusions are within reach. Your commitment is being tested, and hold your vision. I need one more step outside of your comfort zone. So my Geminis, my Libras, and my Aquarians, it looks like you've gotten a lot of answers to things that were unanswered, which is nice. I think you got some really definitive answer about something. You got a yes to something. You got a I'm going forward with this project, with this vision, with this group of people, with this company, with this love partner, because we have a new romantic cycle begins. I have a hard time saying that. It's not about me. It's no longer about me. Doing this for the collective. All right, authority, the third eye chakra, and what else went up for my air signs? Balance, which this definitely rings true for my Libras. You know, they're the scales. I just got actually, and hearing like someone, an energy just always asking for balance. Like, I need balance in my life. I need to understand, how do I give away my energy and receive it, where to put my energies. I need more balance in my work play life, my, you know, romantic life. Yeah, there's a serious need here to, like, this back and forth thinking is almost too much. So I get the Emperor, like, lay down your foundation, right? You know what you are setting yourself out for, whether it be for work, love, health, even. You have a goal and you're just like, this is what I'm gonna do with the next year or whatever, 6 months. And then all of a sudden you get more information, you start making these tweaks, and then all of a sudden it's just like, wait, now I'm confusing myself. And then not even so much confusing, it's just you're doing too much. So you need to bring balance. Making decisions of travel, you know, I get travel a lot, you know. Do you want to take long travel trips, or do you want them to be, you know, no more than 2-hour trips, like something like that, you know? Like, how much time can you sacrifice with traveling? How long do you want to be away for? What does that mean, like, when you're gone? Okay, my air signs are definitely making moves. They are making moves, and they're making moves on their projects. They're making moves on family decisions. They're making moves on even spiritual work. Like, this is how much time I'm gonna take on my prayers or my meditation or my yoga, like, and this is how much time I'm gonna do with traveling for the month. This is how many trips I'm gonna take for the year. Like, very strategic, very, you know, I feel like my Geminis, oh, I said Gemini, they have I hold on to your vision, gave me vision boards. Like, you're creating, you have your white chalkboard, you're creating projects and plans, deadlines, and, you know, making those things happen. And you're very close to reaching a goal when it comes to work, I feel, in your creative projects. And that once that comes, oh, I didn't expect that. Just, I think what becomes a block, if you guys, and I didn't expect this at all, and I could see why, you know, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians are the third eye mind thinkers. You know, it is an air sign, it's mentals, it's the sword cards, it's communication, it's, you know, the thinkers, is the innovators, you know, it's the people who cause or create, you know, true transformations that last for years to come. When they don't balance themselves out, then it becomes, there's some sort of medical or health issue that can kind of slow them down. And then when they realize that this medical situation, you know, is preventing them from moving forward, it becomes a very Three of Swords, a heartache. So once they get past the sorrow of the pause for the reasons why they had to stop with the project, it just, this transformation is really beautiful, and that the triumph and the sacrifice and the healing and the giving yourself grace and time and being like, I think I did too much, but it's okay. I just now need to listen to my body, forgive my body, thank my body, give it, you know, grace, give it gratitude, give it healing. You know, do your meditation work, do your visualization work, you know, close the curtains, shut the blinds, go into the room, put your sleeping mask on, go within, you know, create an environment for yourself where the energy is serene, soft, gentle, calming, where your active mind can just relax. Because I got from the beginning of the read, I was my energy in my mind, and I was like, and now I'm just like, holy fuck, did I need to just calm down and chill out and just give myself a mental break. Yeah. What else does my, okay. And then you have, yes, thank you. Because I was like, I don't want the reading to end like this because it was a little Debbie Downish, a little bit. But, you know, it's all good, especially if it's like a medical condition. I mean, my God bless you guys for whatever. And I hope it's nothing serious. And I wish you all the, you know, all the healing and recovering and love that you work with and conjure up for yourselves to get past this point. Because when you do, it is beautiful. It is, you know, a spiritual union. New love doesn't have to be a personal romantic relationship, even though it's here. It could be, you know, a family, you know, an old friend that comes back and, you know, helps you to, offers another cup of love, you know. And then you have partnerships and alliances, again, another confirmation. Now you have the third cup of love, which is, you know, a great sign that once you've healed from whatever it is, the breakup, the medical condition, you know, the setback at work, once you've done the healing work, that the universe co-conspires with you to move rapidly in love and partnerships going forward. I love it. I absolutely love it. You get back to the project, you get back to the creativity, you get back to the shows, I just see a person on stage, I just see, you know, a lot of viewership. I just see, you know, there's somebody here, there's the collective of, you know, it doesn't have to be big, but definitely the air element of a big family, a big community, you know, business customers just coming back, you know, the business picking up again. I feel all of that. I feel, you know, and then when all of that starts to go again, don't forget that time when you overdid it, that made you have to sit down. Try to balance out, you know, what you've experienced in the past to never happen again. And that if it's a medical thing, right, I feel like it becomes such a lesson for you, a learned experience to take better care of yourself. And that experience brings you the success, you know. It brings you a unit, a commitment, new love, partnership. But I also feel like you air signs get really hard on yourselves when you have that moment of whatever, you know, weakness or downtime or something that, you know, energetically needs you to take a break. You get hard on yourselves. You're like, I don't have time for this. I have this to do. I got that to do. And this person's waiting for me. That. And, you know, I want to enjoy myself. The holidays, you know, I do feel a sense of overwhelm of all the things, and no matter how many checklists you do, you feel like you can never cross them off your list, and to the point where you look at your list and you're just like, this is too much, and then something happens where you cannot get to it. And that's the thing, right? Stress is the culprit of all dis-ease. And when we allow ourselves to let that take over, that pressure, that overwhelm, that constant worry, the repeat patterns, then that's what we end up with. You know, that's what we get. You know, the constant of the same. It's, there's a lot of things out here now, you know, modalities, and just there's so much information, especially here on YouTube, where you can get to a place and practice how to be present, because it really does help with melting away anxieties, or, you know, releasing the past and depression, you know, because we all know, we all don't know, but depression is, you know, being stuck in your mental mind about how things went in the past, you know, how things didn't go well for you in the past, and then it causes this like weakness in your energy. And anxiety is just overthinking about what could happen in the future. And when we are present, you know, there's a reality that hits like, damn. And I say this a lot to myself. I do it in my I do it with my gasha when I do my skincare routine at night. You know, I say, you know, all is well, you know, and I do the contouring, and I do the, you know, glides, and I'm, you know, I'll sometimes sit with my little gasha, and I'll just make myself, I soothe myself. I tell myself that, you know, all is well at this moment. Yeah, there's a million things going on that are not okay. But right now, at this moment, right now, as I'm speaking to this phone, camera, video, you guys, all is absolutely perfect. I am in divine energy right now. There's nothing wrong, you know? And so that's the way we gotta live in Sag season. That brings me to the end of the video. To be in the new moon energy of Sagittarius is to say, let it all, you know, unfold with love and some joy, and, you know, release the things that you cannot control, you know, and pray for those who, you know, don't know better, and for yourself. And that's all I gotta say. Before I go, I wanted to say thank you for tuning in this long. I will have the timestamps below after this, and thank you for watching and liking, subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. And until the next one, mwah, have a blessed one. Bye.